Aloha, back for part two of the Divine Feminine and Cash and Money Magic. This is your sexy self-worth reset. Because for any of the Divine Feminine Money Magic manifestation to work, you need to be strong in self-worth, self-trust, and self-esteem. Today's little journey has a couple of parts. The first thing we are going to do is heal your self-worth and clear any blockages, rapid fire. And the second thing we're going to do is a new self-worth and self-esteem set point invocation where you call in exactly what you do want, or rather the energy of what you do want. So go ahead and take a couple of breaths, and because the first part of this was about money, we're going to talk about money, and this applies to a lot of other stuff like love, sexuality, romance, friendships, health, all of it. And we're going to use money examples, but your examples can be something else. Take a couple breaths. In and out. Calling in your higher self, your full self, your divine self. Ask yourself, beloved, what am I worth? And yeah, you could start with your job and money. What am I worth? And then draw to mind your current financial situation. Maybe you have a job where you make $2,000 a month. And start with, I make $2,000 a month. And notice how that feels in your body. And you can go through this and go slower, but we're going to go pretty quick for YouTube. And then turn up the internal knob and say to yourself, I make $2,500 a month. Or whatever your next level up is. Now the trick is you got to believe it in your body, because when you stop believing it, that's where you have a blockage or a self-esteem limitation. And breathe in, I make $2,500 a month in my body. And see if you can let that resonate, see if you can feel that. Okay. Now turn it up another notch. I make $3,000 a month. Okay. Can you believe that next level? And maybe your next level is 4,000 or 10,000 or 1,000 or whatever, but can you believe it? Take a few breaths, and I'm guessing at this point you might have hit a block in self-worth or self-esteem or abundance. So if you start to hit some resistance or a block, write down what that blockage is, because that's the piece of healing work that you need to look at and you need to clear. It's like a river. You are a divine river. I am a river, and we want to flow. The universe wants us to flow. The goddess wants us to flow. But if we have blockages, like not good enough, not worthy, I can't do this, it's not going to flow, and we need to pause and do healing work. And that's where you and I can work together one-to-one. So we're turning up your knob. I make $2,000 a month. Do you believe that in your body? I make $2,500 a month. Can you believe that in your body? I make $3,000 a month. Can you believe that in your body? If you believe all of this, if your somatic mind, body, felt sense gives you a yes, keep going. If not, if you hit a block, slow down, go back to the last level you believed, rest there. Notice what the blockages were that you hit. For me, I used to teach yoga, and the best I ever did was about $4,000, $4,500 a month. So that was a set point blockage that I had to get beyond, because it was the highest I'd ever made in my past career. Now it's not the best I've done in my present career. I've surpassed that. And that was a point where I needed to heal to believe I'm worth more than $4,000. And when I got to my why had to do with belief systems from my family, things that I overheard or that I was accidentally told about how much I would earn. So that's part one. And something I invite you to play with more on your own for your self-worth and self-esteem money makeover. Quick part two is to start to name one thing you really do want. And I just discovered this yesterday when I did it for myself and burst into tears because it felt so amazing. Now for this to work, you need to have cleared out at least some of the blockages that came up in part one. So you can do the clearing work on your own. You could work with me. You could go to a therapist, a coach, a guru, whatever, and start to clear the blockages. So for part two to work, there might need to be some healing work beforehand. I want you to call up one very specific thing you do want in your life. One of the things that I did yesterday in my practice was I, I earned $200,000 a year. Now that's not where I'm at yet. However, that was something I was calling in and saying it like it was true, saying it as if it is true, and letting your body feel that it's true. You need to be clear enough that your body can believe that that could be true. And then there will be a huge shift. So call up one thing that you want. It could be in love, it could be in health, it could be in money, and make it specific. I earn $200,000 a year. I am married to the partner of my dreams. I have perfect digestive health. Take your one specific, write it down, say it out loud. Notice what happens in your body. You should start to have some emotions come up like clearing or healing. And if clearing or healing does not occur, you might need to go back and do some healing work. You might need to start with a smaller thing, like I make $50,000 a year, or I have a great boyfriend. So your body needs to believe what you're saying for this to work. And if your body doesn't believe what you're saying, no worries. Start with something smaller or go to a healer, do some sessions, do a program, and then go back to the big thing. So part one is writing the specific of what you have. I have $200,000. I have the man of my dreams. Really specific. Saying it out loud. Let the emotions flow through your body. And part two of that is having a witness repeat it back to you. Yes, so-and-so, you are married to the man of your dreams. Yes, so-and-so, you earn $200,000 a year. When you are clear enough from doing enough healing work, this practice will clear residual emotional blockages and make it easier and more free and more clear to call these things into your life. Thank you for being with me for 8 minutes. This was the crash course, Sexy Self-Worth and Self-Esteem Makeover. It's part 2 of Divine Feminine, Money, Magic, and Cash. If you have comments, please do share them below. If you'd like to work together, email me at ashara@asharaeden.com for information on how to begin. And my website is www.asharaeden.com. It's just my name. Google me. Lots of love. Have a fantastic day. Namaste.